boys and girls, welcome to my channel. I'm ForClassic and welcome to BenchART. So for today what I do have in it is Streets of Rage 4, a game developed by Wizardcube, and it is using an engine called Guard Crush, which is an engine that was used for Streets of Fury, which have a very similar gameplay. So for these video settings I'm using Ultra settings, and despite it doesn't really show you the resolution on the graphical settings, what I'm using in here it is 4K. And yes, this is very easy to run at 4K, no issues whatsoever. I'm doing this video because Streets of Rage 4, it is kind of a big nostalgia feeling to me, because I was born in '89, you know, and that is a long time ago. And I remember at the time I had friends that had Sega consoles, and there was this mythic game called Streets of Rage where you could just punch everybody on the streets. It was a very tough game, in fact, or probably I was a noob at the time. I was a kid, I didn't know too well how to play, but surely I really enjoyed this game. And this type of game really got lost in time as soon as the game started to evolve with different cameras, like third-person cameras over the shoulders. And this type of games, these Streets of Rage, end up being forgotten in time, but Wizardcube decided to develop this Streets of Rage 4, which is very faithful to what other Streets of Rage were developed with and what they were about, I mean. And I had to test this, honestly, because this is something really great for people that were born at that time, and I'm pretty sure they will actually want to play this game. And in case you want to play it, you just need to pay like $24.99 on Steam. It is still a little bit expensive, but honestly, I think it really deserves the price, honestly, especially if you are going to play in multiplayer or playing with matches against other people. It really worth the money for that. But overall, this video it is all about the performance, and this game have a hard lock to 60 frames per second, which means that you can't have frame rates above 60 frames per second. So it might be a bummer for many people, but for me it is fine overall. Even if you disable VSync, you will still get only 60 frames per second maximum. And as you can see, even at 4K with maximum settings, the GTX 1650 Super only struggles around 30 to 40% of usage, leaving 60% of GPU unused in here to render the game. So it's a very lightweight game where you won't be having any trouble to run at 4K. Alright, so overall, that's all that I want to talk about Streets of Rage 4. Hope you keep enjoying the rest of the gameplay, and I do hope to see you soon. Goodbye.